beautiful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are always starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
Played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. To throw. Here's Nix. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I like their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here's Nix. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now Stroud. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
All right.
Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And running with power here. And get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Out of the shotgun, they run to Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Got his man, Dell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
All right.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. And And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And Sutton will have the Broncos 1st down as the tackle made at the 42. Off the play fake, Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Laying out for this one is Bryant. He's got it. It's his 1st catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. They put together a very strong drive as a response.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more the observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Working out of the gun is Nix. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mixon with a first down carry. Taken down at the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Up the middle they go. Marks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They took 3 timeouts. They need to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report starts past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. From the midfield strike, they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Texan.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Again, it's Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
And 10 at the 28-yard line.
All right.
From the gun again to Mixon. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take Dell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now we'll look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Denver.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown,
Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On the quick, right? 118.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jared Barron. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Nix.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud to throw it. He'll complete this one to Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
All right.
Here's Stroud. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Stroud. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback to keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst that come out of this will.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank down with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Nix from the shotgun. A short throw to Ingram. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Broncos.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down 31-28. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they got to continue to move quickly.
Stroud. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Stroud. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Again from the 15, second and 10. Stroud to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding of where they are on the field?
Here we go. First and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
You're hit. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What's that? What? 118. What's that?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
All right.
Stroud back to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.